Me on? Good evening. Sorry for the delay. We've had a few issues with Foundry, and the chaos gods have been plaguing us indeed. Welcome to episode 10 of Once Upon a Time in the Old World. And I'm your Games Master, Jim, and this is my honest and hearty and foolhardy group of characters.
Hi, I'm Roger. I'm playing Johann von Erfinder, the human student engineer, and I didn't spend any XP this week.
Hi, I'm Aaron, and I'm playing Hagen, Ritter von Delbers, the adventuring knight of the White Wolf. And I did spend a little bit of XP on weapon skills because I thought it might be necessary against the Beastmen.
I'm Kevin. I'm playing Gerhardt, and I finally spent my 200 experience on becoming a wizard and learning arcane lore. Shamon! So hopefully that'll come in handy in the next few minutes.
You get a tower called Graceland going with that as well.
He went there.
Always.
Hey up. I'll be Mordek, and I'll be playing the Dowie. I'd be so drunk last week, I can't remember what I spent XP on.
Hi, I'm Colin. I'm playing Carolyn, the human thug, and I have, once again, not spent any XP.
Hi all, I'm Ilmarin, the not-so-happy-go-lucky elf anymore, currently in a fetal position on a princess's balcony, and that's probably where he intends to stay for the rest of his life. And I haven't spent any XP either.
Okay. So, as we sort of regress back to the end of last episode, the party was what everybody says they shouldn't be, which was split. Ilmarin was searching the elf lady's house, the Princess Alabania, and Hagen took his friends Gerhardt, Mordek, and Carolyn to the Ulrich Temple to chat with his favourite priest, Magnar, the Wild, who they spoke to, and and they had, well, he offered them a drink which they didn't take. And then he showed him his bedroom and threw Hagen down. Well, he didn't. Hagen went down the hole voluntarily, and he shut the lid down and put the pole through it, leaving three of them
very
to
quickly.
fight. So like almost superhuman quickly, as if it wasn't human, maybe. And leaving Mordek, Carolyn, and Gerhardt to fight said creature, while Hagen is down a dark hole with some furry creatures with glowing green eyes.
Totally just some subterranean beastman.
And they just happen to repeat
not forgetting
themselves.
Johann, who is, I believe, he's waiting in the Sigmarian temple. Are you sort of meditating there, Johann? Or?
Yeah, I'm praying to Sigmar.
Yeah. You kind of have this like feeling about you that you're very safe, and you know you've got this feeling of safety and this armor around you almost. Yeah, you feel really, really safe in the temple tonight.
Like the blessing did well.
Yeah, absolutely. You feel like Sigmar's blanket has really tucked you in. Yeah. Yeah. Cozy. Yeah.
Excellent.
Unlike what's going on at the Temple of Ulrich. Yeah.
Ulrich isn't so much into cozy.
Ulrich doesn't have a blanket.
No. Ulrich doesn't need a blanket.
We're going to jump straight. Oh, Yasarian's just said that Colin's mic is about 3 times louder than everybody else's.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh,
Interesting.
it doesn't sound that to me.
Maybe it's
No.
streamlined.
I think that's
I've
because
just
Colin
adjusting.
spends a lot more money on his mic than we do. We went down
Not really.
It's probably-
Poundland
I was just going to say
and
he's
got
got
a package of 6 for
I've just
£6.50.
adjusted the settings on the
It's got
on
a-
the stream, so let me know if that's any better.
Poundland's a bit upscale for Colin.
Well, absolutely.
I borrowed mine from work.
commanding presence, I was going to say, but yeah.
You borrow well. Maybe he's trying to say that you're wearing a really loud T-shirt, Colin. No. No.
Oh, someone just said much better.
I
Much
quite like-
better.
Great.
Yeah.
Merca better.
Oh, well, I quite liked before that. Gerhardt used magic against the demon, no chance of going wrong. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So post adjustment, it's fine.
There
Oh
you
no,
go.
sorry.
All good.
Post adjustment, it was very loud prior. I'm getting myself mixed up, so I'm going to crack on with the adventure because
Yeah, let's get on with hitting a demon
it
in
just
the face.
seems the right thing to do. Right? Yeah. So in this sort of the dormitory of where the priests sort of sleep, this priest who hardly wears any clothes anyway, other than his furry sort of loincloth and furs and bits of skins and things. You watched Hagen go down the small ladder into the darkness, and then, as I said, he moved very quickly and slammed the door down and put the pole that was there originally back through the 2 eyes on the actual trapdoor itself, and the 2 eyes on the floor for locking it in place. Okay, this means that our next in line. What are your initiatives again? Sorry, please.
Less than Gerhardt, but more than Mordek.
Yeah, I was about to say.
My initiative is only 30.
As I said, less than
30.
Gerhardt. My initiative is like 24.
How about Mordek? You are super quick, aren't you?
I'm as
20.
quick as a wet salami on a frozen night, and it is 20, yes.
That is my good friend Mordek. And last but not least, Carolyn.
24.
24.
Initiative is not my strong suit.
Okay. So the creature, or the human, he's basically used his action to shut this down. So it's over to the next in line, which is Gerhard. You fully qualified Potter-esque magician, you.
Do I get a sense from my second sight that this guy might not perhaps be a human? Maybe?
He's not right.
He was never right. The last time we saw him, he was defecating and puking on purpose before going.
Yes. He there's something not right here. You feel very uncomfortable. You've not felt this uncomfortable since you were in the basement of the house.
Cool. I'm going to step back as far as movement will allow me to step back, and then I'm going to channel Bolt.
Excellent.
Whatever it's called.
I think this might be the first bit of magic I've seen him do.
Is it Dart?
No, Bolt.
He's using the upgraded version.
Upgraded one, yeah.
Oof.
But
Real magic.
I need to channel. I need to figure out where that is. Is it in skills? I think it is. Where are you?
Don't you love mute buttons?
Channeling, any color. I'll do. And I get a 1 success level bonus. Thingy. There we go. Ooh. I don't think that causes difficulty.
Fortune point?
For this one. Actually, yeah, I will. I will fortune point it.
86. Seriously.
Wow.
It's about what I was rolling on the dice when we were doing the thing. It was meant to be.
Well, it was technically better.
Yep.
Yeah,
Double check.
you sort of concentrate a little bit more, and you get your casting fingers or your channeling fingers a little bit tighter. Yeah,
Mhm.
but they're just not quite there. They're not quite as snappy enough yet.
I think I got a miscast. Do I get a miscast? Let me just double check. I haven't done channeling before. I can't remember.
You've not done it yet, neither.
I have done it, but I might have done it so
He's
badly that it
attempted
went
it
horribly
this time.
wrong.
You know what's happened, don't you? The bolt goes out, but what you were aiming at is gone, and you feel a sudden chill up your spine.
No, it's only if it's a double over my skill against the fumble.
Oh, that's a shame, because we could have fumbled and turned Mordek into a happy rabbit or something.
What did I do?
Yeah. Okay, someone else's turn.
Okay, excellent. So, next in line, Carolyn.
Hit it with a hammer. Now, I have the
Okay.
hammer that I was given in the temple, so in the manor. It was given to me.
It's an axe.
That was an
They were
axe.
hammers.
No, they were axes.
Axes.
Okay, fine. It's an axe. Cool. I've just had fine. It's a very sharp hammer. I
For
don't
some
know.
reason, when you were talking about the hammer, I thought you had Hagen's hammer. I was like, when did he give? I don't remember that.
Anyway, no, I
Well,
misremembered.
Well, actually,
They were
at one
axes.
end it's an axe, and the other end of it it's a hammer. So it's like
Well,
a
I'll
one
probably
end.
be using the axe.
There you go.
blade.
So yeah.
But yeah, I
We've
don't know whether
flanged
it was
round.
ever blessed. I don't know whether the blessing will have lasted this long. I don't know whether the blessing would have done anything useful anyway. But I'm
Still
going to try
pointy.
and hit. I'm going to try and hit this thing with this axe and see what happens.
Excellent.
I'm going to spend a fate point. Why not?
Oh, it depends. Oh, I wouldn't.
Wait,
Okay.
okay, no, I'm not
Yeah,
going to spend a fate point. I'll take that.
I do actually get a miscast. I just don't get a major one. Apologies.
Okay.
I'll just go ahead and roll.
So that's 10 damage base, just because Cowlin's pretty good at this whole hitting things thing.
How much damage was that? Sorry.
10. And an advantage.
Okay. Do you want to roll on your miscast table?
Yeah, I need
that's
to
what the
pass
29
the
was.
routine plus 20 willpower test or gain 1 corruption point.
Oh,
Oh.
Don't do that.
all to the dark side.
Willpower test. Where are you, willpower test? Main, I assume. How do I roll a willpower test on this?
Do you see where it says current on your main stat block? You click on the number there.
Okay. Willpower. Hooray! I'm okay.
Nice.
Well done. You're not corrupt.
And actually, I plus 20 to that, but because it was only a standard one or whatever. But,
Excellent.
You do not yet fall to the dark
but I
side.
hear some fell whispers, so that's fun.
Yeah, and they seem to be very close as well. And speak about pleasures beyond your wildest dreams and treasures and your every desire. And yeah, you seem to be pulled very strongly, but you managed to keep hold of your faculties. Okay. Mordek.
So, did my 10 damage appear to do anything?
Yes.
Woo!
Yeah, you always take at least 1 wound.
Well, you'd say that, but when we were trying to hit the thing when it was pretending to be Hagen's aunt, it seemed to just ignore everything we were doing.
I was just taking less damage because, mundane weapons or whatever.
Right. Hey up. I'm gonna hit it with my axe.
Now hit it with your axe. Okay, go for it.
See if it works first.
You get plus 20 for you because you now outnumber it.
You don't say. Excellent.
Oh,
Cool.
that looks good.
What?
Oh.
Wait a minute. That doesn't say Magdar. I think he's not really
Damn you,
Magdar.
Foundry. Yeah, damn you, Foundry.
Dan, do you want to spend a fortune point to try for better than a 58? I mean, you'd only need like a... You'd need a 30... I think you'd need in the 30s to...
It's going to be a hard roll.
I think I'll stick with what I've got for now.
Okay, so the bad thing gains advantage.
Bad thing gains an advantage is what I'm not happy about.
Right, I see. Yeah, in which case I will. Fair enough. So I'm spending a what? Sorry, a fortune point.
Yeah.
Just right click on your roll and spend a fortune point and it should do it.
Okay, sorry, hold on. Right click on my roll. Use a fortune point.
Oh, never mind. Wrong thing.
That wasn't the
just
thing you
added
wanted to do.
Oh, what did I do?
Just
were two-
re-roll the attack because you've burned them.
Just
Yeah.
make
You
make
can
the
either
attack.
add a successful level or you can re-roll it. So you want to re-roll it.
Just make the attack roll again.
Oh, very
Is that
good.
better?
Nice.
Nice.
Yes.
That's a lot better, actually. Yeah.
It's a +4 versus a +4. I don't know.
So Dan wins because he has the higher base.
Awesome.
But he doesn't get the full 11 damage. It would...
No, it would only be 7, but
we now have the advantage.
But
you
you
do
have
you
advantage.
get a point of advantage.
And it doesn't get one.
And
so-
And
it
it doesn't get
doesn't,
one.
which is very important.
Ooh.
Okay. Back to the top. And you see before you as the 2 hits land on it, it sort of changes shape and appearance. Its skin turns very pale, almost white, with a bluish, pinkish hue to it. And on both hands, it's got these claws, like crab claws, but bigger and more sharper. And they've got these little razor things along them, that are screaming dwarf or human, along them. And the thing licks the floor, sort of stares round at which one it's going to
Who is
face.
it going to savage?
And I am going to use a D6 here, because that's how good I am. Carolyn. It sort of
Bring
runs
it
at
on.
you. And it swings at you. With a marginal success to the leg.
I am going to try and not be hit. So that's just a basic. I just roll attack, don't I?
Yes.
Oof!
Oh,
I think I'm going to re-roll that.
Yeah.
That's more what I'm looking for.
People are reminding us that we should be doing fear.
Yes, good point, actually. So could you make a So no, you don't,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
because you are in range of something that is beneath your
Oh.
feet.
Awesome.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take the I dodged. I get another advantage for successfully defending.
You do.
Or do you? No, actually, I'm going to change my. Yes, you do need to make some rolls, please.
Damn it.
So it's gone.
Can we
so
just
now
say to our viewers, stop giving our GM ideas?
Yeah,
Okay,
And
no,
Jim's
so-
just been given a
Whose side are
reroll.
you on, guys?
Jim's just been given a re-roll. Oh, wonderful.
yeah.
Okay, so it's a cool
Fear
check.
test.
Yes,
Yes.
cool.
And Should I be getting the advantages bonuses on
I'm
that?
just gonna.
Technically,
fortune
no,
No, you
because
won't
it
get
would have
the-
been at the
you won't get
start
the
of the
advan-
combat. If it was halfway through the combat, then yes, you do.
Yes.
Nice.
So I don't get the advantages. I just have.
So we'll start. We'll actually start it from now. So you will get the advantage from that. The
Okay.
first round, you're in the sort of coverage of the item that was. This turn, you're not.
I'm good.
So
This thing's
Gerhard.
scary, but I have just hit it and then it defended myself against it quite successfully. So I'm good.
Okay, it's your turn. Oh no, it's not. It's Gerhardt's turn. I do apologise,
Yeah, it's
Master Wizard.
Gerhard.
I'm
I'm just going to make my call roll quickly. I forgot. Hold on.
try again.
Yeah, you need to make a call roll, Gerhardt.
Again?
Okay,
I did.
Gerhard succeeded.
Oh, it did. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jesus,
sister.
I completely failed.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
How many fortune points you got?
Last fortune
I'm just
point.
gonna run away.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
only
going to
got
spend
one
another
left.
fortune point. Yeah, I'm not having that.
You're having
Can't
dwarf
run away.
running away from.
Exactly.
Maybe you are.
Now, I am going to be a non-merciful GM now. I'm going to say that you can't re-roll that again. Yeah.
I've run out of rerolls anyway, boss.
Oh, okay. So you are now under the effects of fear. So basically, you want to get out of this room. Seeing this thing lick the floor as it's tipped you over the edge. It seemed to, when it looked at you, it seemed to look into your soul.
So did it not attack anyone? It just licked the floor. That was its turn.
Oh no, it attacked.
It has also attacked me and missed.
Carolyn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I missed that.
Basically, what's happened
And
is
my
the
video
dwarf has
strikes.
sobered up.
It's actually the hangover that's scaring me. He just needs to run away to puke. It's fine. I think I'll just try the same thing again. Hopefully it doesn't go horribly wrong this time. That. Why are you not working? Hey, so
Oh, nice.
So I need to do that for a whole other turn before I can cast a spell. And then I need to successfully cast the spell. Otherwise it's for nothing.
Excellent.
Magic!
So it's looking all good.
It does slightly less damage than a basic attack also. So
Okay.
Whoa. Remind me why you didn't just cast Bolt again?
because Bolt does 0 damage and I wanted to try using spells.
Oh, well, he's no longer an
Let me just double check.
apprentice.
Is it 4 or 5? I think it's 5. Maybe it's 4. Yeah,
He's going to start making light shapes on the walls now.
might be 4. If it's 4, then I can.
Okay, well I'm going to hit this demon again because.
Okay.
No, I can cast it next round.
Hey,
I'm ready to go. Coming. No.
We'd need about 6 sessions for that to be a thing.
Or I have one of those as well. CN12 spell.
right, so attack. I've now got 2 advantages.
And you get plus 20 for outnumbering.
Do I still count as outnumbering given that
Oh, the dwarf ran away,
the
didn't he?
dwarf's running
No.
away? Technically, the dwarf hasn't started running
He
away
won't run away
yet.
until his turn, right? Like because
So
He has frozen, though, at the moment. He just
Yeah,
seems...
then he doesn't count as a
I
combatant
don't,
if he's
don't
not
get
doing
that.
anything.
Okay, fine.
oh, that would
Really?
have been so useful too.
Well, see what he's doing.
See what he
How
got.
it does first. Oh dear.
I would need.
Go on, go on.
Go on. You'll lose your advantage otherwise.
I didn't reset my fortune points. Right, I should be on 3 fortune, I think. So I've done 1 reroll so far. So, right. There we go. I'm now on 3 fortune, not 0 as it was tracking it to, because I didn't reset it. Worse.
Oh.
And I'm going to pull the same rule
Yeah,
as well on
yeah,
that.
no, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
I miss.
So
Do I
it-
lose all my advantage from missing?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You lose all yours and it gains
It gains one.
And it gains 1 for successfully defending. Okay. This might be about to go horribly badly wrong.
So, Mordek, what would you like to do at this moment in time?
Cheese it.
Cheese it, indeed. So, yeah, there's this ungodly silence for a little bit. And then you hear this dwarven high-pitched squeal, of which he sort of backs away a little bit. And then the next thing you know, he's not in the room no more.
Well, I guess
Leaving
we'll
Gerhardt and Carolyn
to find out how
to-
sharp
to
these
fight
claws
on.
are.
Okay. It leaps at
Does it continue
Carolyn
trying to
again.
savage me? I mean, it would kind of make
Yes.
sense for it to continue to try and savage me.
yes. So
Ooh.
but I believe my friend on the
Right,
channel
yeah.
gave me a reroll. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
did,
That's
yeah.
true.
Thanks,
So
guys.
I'd like to personally thank who was it? Yasarian?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, thank you,
The disemboweling
Yasarian.
that's about to happen.
Yeah. So let's see if it does any good. Right.
At least it won't be a TPK because some people are in other temples.
Oh,
This is going to hurt.
a impressive success to the head.
Yeah. So it
Yeah.
loses.
Takes 2 off the damage.
Yeah.
And it
Okay.
gains another advantage.
And it gains another advantage. I know. This is.
Damage do its giant spiky sex claws.
Yeah. How much damage do I take?
So you take
Into
a
the
massive,
head.
Massive
a
nipple damage
massive
to the head.
9, 11, 15.
Oh my word.
Okay, that is just going to kill me.
You got any armor on that?
I know,
It's
hold
the
on a
one shot.
second.
It's not going to
Hold on
one-shot
a minute.
me. 15 minus my
I've
soak
read
isn't
it-
enough to
I've
one-shot
read it
me,
wrong, Donia.
but that
It's,
is
it's
when
11 damage.
next
sorry.
round
11
damage.
Yeah,
That's still going to kill me next round.
I got the weapon. I got the weapon amount on the character sheet and added my strength to it and the success levels, but it's just the weapon amount on it, a beastly thing,
Right.
plus the success level.
The 2 success levels, yeah.
Plus
Yeah.
2 success.
So 11.
So I can soak off 4 of those. So I only take
Okay.
7 wounds.
Excellent.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
not going to go well for me.
That's fine. you
It
can sleep
sort
it
of
off.
leans. It leans forward, and it's sort of grabbed your head within its claw, and it sort of looks over towards Gerhardt, and it sort of looks kind of manically at him as it licks your forehead area, and it pulls its claw backwards, leaving 2 quite nasty cuts either side of your head.
Carolyn wanted a haircut, right?
Hmm.
You don't need to shave the sides of your head in like a cool punk manner.
Yeah,
If you've got
scalp
scar
it.
tissue.
Yeah.
It's
scar
got massive
there,
scar
it won't
tissue,
just-
that
it won't
makes
just grow there anymore.
Scalping is the new black. Yeah. Right. So,
Gerhardt, save me.
Gerhardt.
I'm gonna
So
press the
you
button,
channel
man.
your magic. You're pulling it all in. You sort of, you get your strike down pose.
Streams of golden energy coming off of all the metal in the room, and hopefully
Yeah.
something actually happens afterwards. Cast. I already channeled the spell. Oh, Foundry's gonna do something weird because I didn't realize I had to. I did the channel test.
Mhm.
Now it's asking
Okay.
to cast or channel this spell, but I've already channeled it successfully. So I don't know what's going to happen when I press cast. It's going to try and make me succeed past 5 levels or some shit. So I don't know.
Let's have a look.
Roll some dice, work out what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's not really
Oh.
versus 57.
What should it be versus?
Maybe it should be versus 50. I don't know. Hang on. Ah, this is going to be annoying. I should have only to succeed, right? As in, I don't have to succeed by any success levels. It should still be 57, all right? Like, that's my intellect is 47, and my skill is 10, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna do. I don't know why it's versus 57. It should be 52, I think. I don't know where 57 has come from. Nothing is a set. Oh, language magic. Yeah, right. So I'm gonna re-roll that with the fortune point.
Okay.
Because otherwise I'll have to take another 2 rounds to do anything useful.
Yes,
Hey,
that's what
Nice.
we wanted.
I
I love how it's still casting failed.
Yeah, that's because it thinks
That's because
it's
it
failed
hasn't
because
worked out the fact that you channeled. Yeah.
which is annoying because now I have to work out the damage because that damage isn't right because the damage isn't there.
The damage
Yeah,
just isn't there.
so it's +4 plus willpower plus something else. She's not wearing any metal, I assume, because Slanesh.
Yeah, there's no metal there at all now.
Fucking awesome.
A lot of leather and silk.
4. It's like 8 damage, I think. To the left arm.
8 damage?
Yeah.
And that removes its advantage because it's just been hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He says,
Yeah,
hopefully.
it loses advantage as soon as
Yes.
it takes damage.
Yay!
He hopes.
Think,
So, yeah,
Probably
okay.
still not going to hit it, but
It doesn't look like it did a lot of damage to it, that didn't, but at least you took it knocks it back a bit, so it's no longer sort of standing over Carolyn.
oh no, sorry.
In a
It's,
very
it's
dark-
actually another 4. Or it's 12.
What, 12 damage?
Yeah, because it's the success level and the willpower
Yes.
bonus, and then it's 4 damage though. So it's,
No
not
problem.
bad.
So
That's actually basically a hand weapon.
but that's 2 rounds of doing
Oh,
something.
yeah.
And
It's-
it also
it's-
assumes that I succeed both times.
Yeah,
Otherwise, something goes horribly wrong both
But
times.
they aren't getting a defense against it, so against something with a high defense skill.
Hmm.
That's,
And if they're very armored, I'll do a lot more damage because Shimon.
So you knock it back quite a bit, and it no longer has advantage. So it rushes. This time-
don't I get a turn?
Actually, yes, you do. Bad again.
You and you're wanting to play the game.
Me and my wanting to hit the thing so it doesn't kill me.
Isaurian gave me a bit of a power rush to the head with my re-roll, so I just went on a dominant gym mode, in where you get no chance at all.
To be fair, I might not have a chance anyway, but
Already there, hun. Already there.
yes, right. So, Carolyn is going to, as it sort of staggers back, Carolyn's just hurling herself forward, screaming at this thing.
Excellent.
Die, Defiler! And I minimised my window because I've clicked the wrong blooming thing.
Actually, you'll find out that was one of the demonette spells.
Minimise Foundry.
Yeah.
Made the character sheet. Carolyn's been given a re-hole, and so has Gerhardt.
A re-hole.
Rehole.
Love you guys.
Okay. Whoa!
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
Especially non-anomaly.
I remember the days that was a critical success.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I would like it even better if it was a crit, but I'll take a 1. Oh,
Oh,
16
nice.
damage.
Nice.
Nice.
16 damage, you say?
Yeah.
Damage.
In the leg.
Okay, so
Angry,
describe to me,
angry
Carolyn, what you actually do. So you scream forward. Where did you hit it?
Apparently, I hit
Oh, in the
it
left arm.
in the right leg. No, you defended in the left arm.
Oh,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I don't know. You
Hit it in the
successfully
leg.
defended in the left arm.
That's probably why he got hit.
Yeah, so you scream and shout out something about killing the Defiler.
Yep.
And you make this almighty swing.
Yep.
And as you hit, you know you've done some good. And you literally hit it just above the groin area. And it
Yep.
cuts down into its leg.
Yeah.
And it sort of stands there and shudders and looks down at the wound. And then just falls backwards and is sort of...
And I would
retching
probably
on
be
the floor.
grabbing the axe with the other hand and just booting the thing backwards to rip the axe free.
Okay.
And then hitting it again.
Right. Excellent.
And again. And possibly a third
Okay.
time, just to make sure.
Depends if it disappears before then.
Depends on how many
definitely-
blows I get in before it disintegrates.
So it definitely isn't getting up, but from what you've read, Gerhardt, you'd expect this thing to disappear and like crumbling to nothing, but its body is still there, even though Carolyn is like a banshee on top of it and just hitting it with this axe over and over and over again.
Can I make some sort of lore magic roll to see if I can understand why it's not disappearing?
Yes, absolutely.
Good.
Once I'm
Nah.
certain it's not going to stand up, which basically means once I've reduced its head into mush or possibly just removed
Yeah.
its head.
You took the top of its skull off already at this point. and
Cool.
half of its face.
Then I'm going to open. Then I'm going to drag that. I'm going to move over to drag that thing back unless Gerhardt does it before me. You have the opportunity to do it before me because I'm just beating this thing until it's really
As you were beating it, I probably would have gone over to the hatch to try and open
good.
So you failed on your law roll, but what you do know is that they return to their plane of existence.
Well, shit.
Well, that would technically mean that this was its plane of existence, and then we murdered it, so it's super dead rather than being banished, right?
Yes.
That's my takeaway. Someone created a demon here. That's the unfortunate part.
Or they
Or
brought
we're
it
the
through
demon
a
plane.
portal, or yeah.
Or we're
Or
not where we
there's a
thought we
doorway
were.
somewhere.
Or,
Yeah. Or yes, you could be in
We could be.
Skegness.
Tell you
Yeah.
what, let's not throw out too many theories because you're giving Jim ideas and he might
Yes.
have decided what.
I'm sure he's
Never
come up
left
with
the
it.
mansion.
Yeah, something like
I
that.
I do only write 5 lines in front of where you are. So the ideas you do give me make up the other 15 lines.
Cool, fine.
Anyway,
So,
I have hit a
that was
demonette
quite
until it is in
successful.
pieces. That was more successful than I thought it was about to be when you
Yeah.
said 15 damage.
yes. So while that was going on, I did that first, just in case that one of you had the thought of pulling the steel bar out, therefore letting the knight up. But unfortunately, that didn't happen.
We were a bit
So-
occupied.
You're at the end of a passageway, Hagen. It's dark. It smells rank down here. The walls are slimy with wet. But you're in quite a narrow corridor. It's going to be fairly hard to swing your hammer unless you do sort of that motion.
mhm.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, well, absolutely. You can give it the old
Whack-a-mole.
poke. Yes. But you're quite confident that unless they climb over each other and that, they're only going to be at you one at a time.
thank God.
Because 3-on-1 would not be good.
No. Plus 40 to them
Okay.
would be very, very, very bad.
Would be very, very brief.
So
Hey, yo, Hagen, you got to reroll.
let me remove my hard monster from the screen because it's just been dealt with really easily. And I'll pull up my not so hard monster. Now.
And his 12 friends.
By the way,
Yeah.
thanks Beowulf for the reroll. I'm sure I'm going to need it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Historically not, but we'll see.
I mean, this is
Hagen
why
has-
you guys
Hagen
need
has a
guns.
Hagen has a long and storied history of cutting things in half as soon as he looks at them.
That's why I need more guns.
It's true. That is true.
Don't be silly. You're apart from the Empire. You need more guns with more barrels.
Yeah, I need more guns with more barrels.
Okay.
Shoulder gun.
Your weapon, your hammer, is glowing slightly. So you have got limited vision, but you can see a creature coming out of the darkness in front of you to attack you. So what is your initiative, Hagen?
41.
Okay, 41.
Outrageous. You're almost as fast as the Earth now.
It's one of my better stats.
Okay. So the thing is coming at you, and it's got quite a nasty looking hatchet cum sword as it squeals. And you've never seen any beastman like this before. It actually looks like a massive rat. Now, somewhere in your childhood, you were threatened by your parents and your uncles that if Hagen wasn't a good boy, the Skaven would come and take him away. This is what it looks like. So deep down, even though you've got your shit together now, especially with your big hammer and your nightly training, the very bottom of your soul is sort of squealing out. Yeah.
Oh, crap.
As the equivalent of the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, is literally a sword blow away from you. And it moves with quickness, the like that you haven't seen
since you
from
were
a
fighting
beastman,
that demon.
definitely. Yeah, the demon was definitely faster. But, So
look, another GM reroll.
Who gave me that?
It's Saurian again.
again.
Someone
he
really
actually-
wants us to die.
He wants Hagen out of the picture.
Oh, I've just
Actually,
been given a reroll. Thanks,
Yasarian is my cousin, and he's come on just to be
So,
reroll.
I mean, Roger's been given a reroll. He's not
But
doing anything.
He's been watching the whole time to build up the growths. Now is when you.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right. So Hagen sees the blow coming in, shortens up on his hammer, and tries to knock the blade out of the way.
Hold on a second.
Oh, sorry.
I'm not going to use a fortune point. I'm going to use a Yasarian roll.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fair.
Oh, again, Yasarian gives me.
You can use a fortune point to get +1 success level.
I'll just use my
Because if you gain a success level, you win because you've got the highest stat.
all right, I'll use I'll use a fortune point to add 1 SL.
Damn you
All
and
right.
your pesky friends.
No, that was a
thank you-
fortune
thank you,
point. That was just the rules, Jim.
That was just
Mm.
Hagen
Oh,
being
rules.
polite.
Damn
So-
you, Cubicle 7, and your pesky rules.
Ulrich is looking out for Hagen, and his hammer shifts just a little bit to knock the blade offline.
Okay. Yes, so you've gained advantage, and it is your attack with your friendly hammer.
Hit him in the face.
I am going to shorten up my grip on my, not 10 advantage, that would be nice. Shorten up my grip on my hammer and just bring it down on the thing's head.
Just golf swing to the gonads. Do it.
Oh,
Oh,
Impressive success.
that's
to
pretty
left
good.
arm.
thing.
Ooh.
I would just like to say at this point that I'm not at all happy with the way Foundry is glitching tonight. Yeah, we couldn't get on to start with, and now it's throwing
Now it's giving all the
the
successes
shit
to the
at me.
players.
Yeah, all the power and all the successes to my players. How very dare it!
It's
But
rude.
don't worry, the rats have an impressive weapon skill.
I
Don't
was
worry.
afraid of that.
There's 4 more Skaven behind this one.
Ooh, I still win,
uh-oh.
but I got a crit.
You do, but you crits.
Yep.
So does the crit still apply, even though the
Yeah.
didn't
Yep.
successfully defend?
It's a crit.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
dear.
man. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Remember, you can damage your armor
Yep.
to stop that.
I'll
Yes.
take one. I'll
Four
take one
bleeding
damage.
conditions.
I'll take
Otherwise, that's just
one
you're
damage.
dead.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you are pretty boned.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
a-
take 1 damage to my armor. To
Well, I suppose
reduce
it's you're
that.
dead unless you spend a fate point.
No, I'll just take the damage to my leather jacket.
Okay.
So
So
does
that
that-
permanently destroys your leather jacket. Is that right?
Yep, it absolutely does.
Does that just get rid of the critical completely, or what does it do?
Yep.
It bypasses the critical effect.
So he still takes 13 points of damage, and my leather jacket is gone. I'm gonna delete that.
And that was quite lucky, wasn't it? Goodness gracious me, major chest wound.
I know that's
Four.
that's
That
solid.
would have been vicious.
That basically would have been he's dead, as I understand.
Well,
So
it'd be
you've
4
lost
extra
advantage
rooms
as
per
well,
round,
yeah?
isn't it?
No,
No.
because he won.
I
And he-
won. It's just
And he didn't in the end take any damage.
Ah, he didn't, did he? That's what I was thinking. He still took 1
Yep.
damage, but he didn't. So that's where
Yep,
I'm wrong.
yep, yep.
Excellent. Okay.
So the Skaven takes
13 damage.
13 damage.
No, 14 damage. Sorry. No, yeah,
14
13 damage. 13. You're
13.
right. 13.
13 damage to the
Left arm.
left arm.
Come around and crush his clavicle and his left shoulder.
That's an ouch.
I'm obviously going about this wrong here. It should have actually. It's a cave full of chaos warriors. No.
Damn it.
Okay. So 13 damage. Yeah.
Mhm.
14
Yes.
damage.
13.
13. So it's got. Oh, okay. So it takes. So yeah, it clumps it on the head and it sort of makes it squint down more, but it's still there as it has a bit of a go back.
At least you got another advantage.
Yep. Yeah. Thank goodness.
Damn you and your advantage.
Oof, that's a good hit though.
Why is it not showing to you?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh, Foundry loves you.
Suck it.
So 12 damage and a crit back.
Do you want to roll your critical?
Does
Yep.
defending successfully do damage?
It
That's
does if you
exactly
get a
what- That's
crit.
exactly what happened.
If you get a crit.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you get a crit, it does. Okay, fine.
So randomly select one arm, drop whatever is held in that hand. The arm is useless for
And takes another 2 wounds and
Yep,
takes more
for
with it.
1 round.
To be honest, though, I think probably this is a dead Skaven because if you've just dealt another like 12 damage,
No, no, you
14
don't get the
No, no.
damage.
No,
Just
just
the
the
damage
damage from the
defense.
crit. So
Okay,
just the
just the
2
damage
wounds from the crit.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Okay.
So it's just
So
another 2
Hagen,
wounds.
yeah, it's back to you again.
At least you got a third advantage.
Yep.
You have
I
another
don't,
So-
suppose it was the hand that was holding the weapon by any chance.
Oh yeah, you
Yes,
need
it
to
was.
decide.
Yeah. So
Okay,
Oh,
so
hold on a second. Where did it hit?
you
I
have
hit
to
the body, so it could
randomize
be
it.
either.
It says randomly selected.
Okay. Yes. So what we can do then is we'll call it evens is the hand that he was holding his weapon with. Odds is the offhand. Would you like to roll?
Oh, you go for it, Jim.
For me to roll.
Yeah. He's your guy.
Odds offhand.
Okay.
Okay.
So he comes around, the hammer blocks, smashes his other shoulder, and then
Yeah.
I'll swing down or come right up with the hammer.
Yeah.
Into him.
Okay.
Golf swing to the gonads.
Oh,
Astounding success to the left arm.
This arm.
It's just the
And-
left arm and the left arm and the left arm.
And
Yeah, watch
since
the left hand. So as it goes floppy, you sort of hit it on the uppercut,
Oh my
and
God.
it sort of makes a cracking noise and goes over his head like that.
Anyone who's ever had an older brother that just repeatedly dead armed them on the same spot in the arm,
Yeah.
that but with a hammer.
and technically, since the Warhammer is damaging, I can take the
no, I think
units roll.
that's included. I think.
So
I think it
basically,
automatically
Okay.
takes that.
Oh yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah.
uppercut
So
his
19.
arm with a hammer, you manage to sever it, and blood squirts out and gushes out all over you and all over the walls, and it drops to the floor. At which point, another rat scrambles over the top of it and is on top of you again.
But you do have like +4
Yeah, hold on.
advantage at this point.
Yeah.
Although can't Aaron step into its place and attack the one behind it using death blow?
Oh yeah.
But you've got death by okay, yes, indeed.
Alright,
you
so-
only get it if you kill something, or unless you're a big thing. Big things
Yeah,
always get it.
But if you kill something, yeah. Thank you for reminding me of that. So Hagen
You're so helpful.
steps in and
I remember
cracks the
this from
next
my
guy
time
with
as
the hammer.
Bagric.
Levels, this is just. Oh,
Oh my
Goodness
God.
gracious me.
Can it defend?
So boom, right into his body. for 18 points of damage.
That's gonna stick.
Unless he defends
damn
it.
you and your advantage giving you 107.
That's why I was worried about the Slanesh demon getting advantage, because I could see that just stacking up and up and up and up and dead.
Don't worry, it might. Oh.
But Hagen's got a much higher score.
Well, yeah, ish.
So it only takes 15.
15 to the
Okay.
body. It's
15
right
to
into
the
its
body.
gut.
Okay, so it didn't kill it though, which is good.
Yep.
And it
What did-
attacks back.
What did we cap advantage at? I can't remember.
5.
Is it 5? Okay.
5, yeah.
All right.
Actually, we capped advantage at 10 on the GM side and 2 on the player side.
I think that's a rude, terrible rule.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, no.
Let's see me defend here. Critical hit.
My God. Oh, you hit it in
Viewers,
the,
have
you hit
you
it in
ever
the
had one of
crotch.
So,
Okay, yeah. Make a hard endurance roll.
No, you
No,
make
it's
the
him.
hard. It's on him.
That was
the storm vermin.
Hagen's result. The Skaven takes 1 wound and must make a hard endurance roll because it's just been hit in the crotch.
So, endurance roll, that's toughness, isn't it?
It's endurance, it's a skill.
You're the king of parrying.
So base is on toughness.
Repeatedly
but-
critting on parries.
You know those
I haven't-
games where if you parry perfectly, you get to kill your enemy?
Yeah.
Hagen is basically doing that.
it's what he's built for.
This pod shot. Jesus. Oh dear.
No.
It's now got 3 stun conditions.
Is it about us and smacking people in the crotch?
Well, you know,
I think you'll find
Take a
this is
lesson
called
from
bullying.
Alex.
Just lift it off the ground, probably.
he came in, hit him in the sternum, and then just underswung and popped it right back up.
Yeah, so at least you've only done 1 damage to him.
But he is
He's on the
stunned.
floor. He's on the floor, grasping his crown jewels. Yeah.
So I bring the hammer down on its head.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Oh dear.
And he
Oh,
can't
my
defend
word.
himself, can he? Because he's stunned.
Yeah.
No.
No defense.
Hold on. Did you
Right.
remember to include the? Isn't it plus 20 for attacking a stunned opponent?
Oh no, yeah, that's right. I did not. So
well,
it's actually
it's 23 damage.
23 points of damage.
I think he can defend though, can't he? I thought I just got
He might be able to.
bonuses.
Yes.
You bring it down on his rib cage, and
Splush.
yeah, you bring it down his left arm, which then it goes through his left arm and goes into his rib cage, and it lets out a deathly squeal, and the glowing green eyes.
He
face
can defend
black.
himself.
Even
Against
if-
13 success level.
Yeah, even if I done well, let's try. Yeah, because
He gets minus 10 to his roll.
Oh, yeah, I don't think
Oh,
you get
look
the.
at
I
that.
don't think you get the
Plus
plus
4.
20.
He doesn't want to live anymore.
He gets a minus 10 though.
So plus 3.
So it's a mere 8 success levels rather than 11 to crush this
Yeah.
thing.
so yes,
So it only takes
as said
18
before,
damage.
you did
Plus the 20.
you did
Plus 20.
smash his rib cage in, and it is dead on the floor. At which point, another one comes forward.
Step in and hit that one.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll step right up and
Death blow.
This is Hagen's version of Boromir at the end of the first Lord of the Rings book. Yeah, I just need a big Skaven to come along with a big bow and shoot him a lot of times. Yeah.
Yeah. So Hagen steps in and brings the hammer down in a short strike to the body.
Just anyone with the bow to get rid of some advantage.
So he takes
Okay.
Just
22
20.
points of damage.
22 points of damage.
Oh, it's just beastly.
You kill it with 1 blow as you sort of bring it down on its head, and its head sort of goes into its sort of hole on the shoulders.
I'm glad it was Hagen that
it's-
went down there, I have to say.
Its eyes are the same level as its neck, and it sort of looks at you startled, and again the creepy greenness of its eyes sort of fades until it's a
Filthy
very
rat.
dull. Yeah. You hear some scurrying at the back down the corridor a bit. It doesn't seem very far away though. Probably you're guessing sort of 15 feet.
I'm guessing some more of them went. No.
Does it sound like they're running away or running towards me?
No, they're not running away and they're not running towards you. They're sort of, yeah.
Well, I guess at this point, do I still hear fighting going on above me, or is that past?
Yes, there is still fine.
Okay, then I charge.
Okay. Make me a perception roll.
All right, this is where things go sideways for old Hagen. He's not the most.
However, you still get your advantage.
That's true.
Okay.
I do succeed.
You run forward, and right at the last minute, as you sort of run into this, it opens out into sort of a cave sort of room area. You notice that in front of you is no floor, or the bit directly in front of you, there's no floor. And you sort of manage to, right at the last minute, jump out of its way or literally stop yourself from falling over, but you sort of throw yourself onto the floor at the side of it, and you're sort of lying on the floor at the moment. But they don't seem to be close to you. You can hear them moving in the shadows of this. Well, however big this room is,
Mm-hmm.
it could be very big.
So Hagen's rage subsides at that near death experience, and he stands up and pulls himself back and walks back towards the trap door and sets and waits there, and force them to come to him now that he realizes the area might be trapped.
Okay.
And I will take off all my beautiful advantage.
As you get back to where the ladder was,
and I scream up, "Beastmen!"
You hear some squealing, and you can hear two of them, you're guessing, coming down the corridor right now.
Okay.
Okay. And one of them leaps at you. I'm not going to give him charging because that'd just be completely unfair. And swings at you with his mighty.
Right. I defend with my hammer.
Oof.
And I will use my re-roll from chat to re-roll that.
Fair enough.
That's better.
That's what you want.
And so the advantage avalanche begins yet again.
Thank goodness. And then so I grab his blade on my hammer, reverse it, bring it down in a real short strike at his right arm this time.
Cack.
Smash him in the right arm for see how well he defends against that. Not too bad.
He didn't do too bad.
Takes 14 points of damage.
Yeah, okay, yeah. He did do badly, really, didn't he?
It's not a bad roll,
Okay.
It's just not good enough.
Okay, he's still standing though, as he comes at you again.
Hagen's growling, "Die, you beast man." Ooh, okay. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, I will fortune point that to re-roll it. Oh, that's the wrong. Did the wrong thing. I'm just gonna re-roll it here.
Yeah, no problem.
That's better.
That's what you want.
Then I reverse and swing again. Though I'm burning
Yes, you
through my
did.
fortune points.
GM got another reroll.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of thinking the fight upstairs didn't actually take that many rounds, so I don't know how long you've got till we.
So I ring it around and shove it into his body. Shove the hammerhead into its body.
Damn you.
Maybe it's just taking me a while to get you off of the trapdoor as you're hacking the demon's body to pieces.
be
I'm
fair,
like, get out of the... I'm trying to...
That's possibly true.
Thanks, Onamichi.
So
Kill it,
you only get +5s, yeah, and it drops to the floor as you bring the hammer up into its stomach, didn't you?
Yeah.
You
Crushed it right up through its stomach, up through its sternum, probably bruised its heart. Then shove it down.
Yes,
Is there
indeed.
anything behind it?
yeah, there's one coming through it to you.
So I step forward, crush the one skull on the ground, and swing again. Astounding success to the
Wow.
left leg. Bring it around
Wow.
down onto its thigh or knee.
I demand you wear a pair of fur underpants next time and hold your hammer aloft and shout by the power of
By
grace.
the power of Greystone. I like it. Changed my last name from Von Nelbers to Odinson.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, this Skaven that's jumped at you last time looks about knackered already, just from this one blow, and it staggers back, and it reaches him with a bit of an attack. And impressively fails and stabs his friend who's on the floor.
Up here, rat thing.
I mean,
Yeah,
you do have a reroll. I'm not sure there's
That's
much
true.
point.
Against a +6 defense.
So then Hagen will then swing around again with Hammerzite. Against its right arm this time, so reversed it, bring it around, right into the arm.
I thought you were left arm all the way today.
So
I got to change up. I'll change up.
before next week, I'm going to get Bob Geldof involved and a few other celebrities, and we're going to have GM-a-thon and re-roll-a-thon to get me a little bit of backup on the old rolls angle, as Hagen takes everything that I throw at him apart. Yeah. I'm not even going to roll against that, as you basically. Well, no, because I might get a critical. You know,
True.
you never know.
You could really hurt me, yeah.
Yeah. But then again, no. You bring your hammer down at it, and as it's trying to pull his weapon free from his friend's body, it stops moving.
Good.
As you stand there, just over all these bodies, and there is an impressive amount of bodies at your feet that you're squelching on as you step over them. You can hear just a little bit of movement from that room at the back now.
I yell out, "If you're coming, come, rat fiends." And once again, I slowly back up towards the trap door, hoping that eventually it's going to open.
Okay. Something whistles towards you.
I was afraid of that.
And it hits you.
Can I try to dodge?
Right arm.
No,
Go.
not unless it was at point blank.
Oh, yeah.
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 And this arrow sticks into your right arm.
That bastard.
And then a shrill scream yells out, and this rat is coming at you. So it does 11 points of damage to your right arm.
Okay, well, I soak 6 of that. So 5. Okay. All right.
So the thing's ballistic skill is a lot worse than its weapon skill. And it manages with that. I just, yeah. Anyway,
It's 'cause
yeah,
it's
so,
not
yeah.
competing with a 5 advantage monster.
And a big hammer.
And a big hammer.
Yeah, it sort of, it leaps over and you can see its eyes sort of lift in the air and sort of land as it comes down at you. At that point, mind you, are you opening the trapdoor party from above?
Mm. I
You
was
do
opening-
notice that there's lots of blood coming through the trapdoor, though, Hagen, as you stood underneath
Okay.
it. And there's something banging against the top of the trapdoor.
Okay.
To
But
be fair, you
the-
probably
the-
also hear Carolyn swearing at.
Yeah. There's a woman who you take it is going to be Carolyn, but it doesn't really sound like her because it sounds like she's really, really angry.
okay.
But like to a rant almost.
Uh-huh.
But
the Skaven jumped across that pit.
and it runs at you, not in a charge, but it runs at you and swings at you one last time. And misses impressive. Well, not impressively, just a failure.
Same, but I've got a better, higher skill than it does. So
No.
Does Jim have a reroll though?
I do.
Yeah.
Well reminded, actually. I'm going to use my reroll. Yeah. Thank you, Dan.
I am too. Jim, after you.
Yeah, I got -1. Oh,
Hey, hit.
Yes. Okay. So it does -1, 7 damage.
All right. Make
So one.
combat. So yep,
No
1.
advantage.
But he gets 2 advantage. I've got no advantage.
Mm.
Let me get to my wounds. 9. All right, I swing my hammer at this thing in a rage. The dice gods have deserted me.
Good run.
Oh,
Yep.
You do have a
Okay.
reroll, don't you?
No, I used it. Oh, I could use a fate point though. Hold on, let me.
Although you
I
would need a
think-
damn good roll for that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, but if I don't, I might go down. So just tell it. Yep, I'll use a fortune point. Still didn't do it the right fortune point. I'll use fortune point to re-roll.
no problem.
Better.
Same difference.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
So it does 3 plus 8. That's 11 points of damage.
I'm
All
at
right.
0.
Okay. Well, how did that happen?
Some bad rolls on my part.
I attack him with an army of rats, and then the last rat. It was what's it, wasn't it? It was Achilles. He got shot. Yeah, and the
Once
arrow.
it got
he took,
advantage,
yeah,
it's just
that's it. Yeah.
once it gets.
Okay,
advantage,
so
it really
You guys, you open.
I've got to
trapdoor.
get a critical wound, right? Don't I?
Not if
On
you're
zero.
at exactly 0.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you one for that.
Okay,
I-
okay.
I think if he hits you again, then bad times.
Yep, got it.
So as you crumple to the floor, yeah, you're not. You're sort of in a daze. Yeah, you can't quite believe what's happening. Yeah, this shaft of light comes in from above, and you kind of think that this is the end. Yeah, and Ulrich is coming to take you to
At least I died a good death.
It'd be more to take him.
Say again?
It would be more, not Ulrich. Everyone goes to more.
Yeah, absolutely. But he could be took there by Ulrich or whoever he's read about. The evil, nasty Skaven took him away, remember. This shaft of light comes through. And you three are looking down on a cackload of big, giant rat bodies. And Hagen sort of sits crumpled at the bottom of the stairs with this big rat sort of over the top of him with its weapon there, and it sort of looks up at you.
So is there literally only one left? There's no like further army down the hall or anything?
There's nothing that you can hear down there.
Are we in combat? We're in combat.
I'm going to give you an attack this round.
Oh, I'll just use a bolt then.
So the fastest of you is Gerhardt.
Dart. Use a dart.
Yep.
Because it's the quickest thing I can do to try and scare this thing off. Ooh, 2 overcasts.
Crikey.
Oh, so I can do either target or range. If I do target, can I hit it again? Because I should be able to hit 2 targets, right? I don't know how that works.
Such useful things you can boost. What's the point of having something where you overcast it boosts?
This is magic in a nutshell. This is how it works. It's like, oh, you could do this thing. You're like, it doesn't. In most situations,
I didn't cast a spell when I was out of range of the thing I was aiming for. So the reason to improve my range is.
I assume I just do the additional damage and probably don't get to actually use the overcast. It does say I can do 1 extra target. I don't know.
Which would have been useful if there was more than one Skaven.
Yeah.
I actually called it earlier, and Beowulf has just called it as well. But yeah, I literally nearly Boromir him.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I hit it in the head. Does it have any armor on its head?
No. Yes. Yes, it does. It has thick skin.
It doesn't have armor, like metal armor.
No.
No. Okay. So I do 9 damage to its head.
9 damage. Okay, you knock it back a little bit.
Because I would ignore armor and also do additional points of damage based on armor. That's why I ask. Especially
it's just got its thick fur that gives it natural armor.
You're right.
Although you did take all its advantage off.
Which is a very good thing.
That is nice. That is a good thing.
It means Hagen can get it right now. Too soon?
Okay.
Okay. It cowers back a little bit. Carolyn.
How
Make
far
me
down
a cool
is it?
roll, please, Mordek, actually.
How far down is it?
So make a what roll?
Now, it was about 10 feet down.
Cool down.
But there is a pile of rat bodies
There's a
there.
pile of
So
dead
now
rats.
it's about 6 feet down now.
Cool. I'm going to drop on it. I'm assuming. Well, no, actually, I didn't. I'm assuming I don't have any advantage from my savagely eviscerating this thing. So I'm going to assume it's basically new combat. From that point of view, do I get to claim I'm charging? As I drop from the above, like some avenging.
Let's take it to the audience. Let's have a bit of audience participation. So, audience on Twitch. Carolyn is jumping down the hole to hit the rat. Do you think that she should have a charging bonus, or are we saying no? She shouldn't, and Jim needs a break.
So, on another note, I just rolled an impressive failure on my cool test.
Okay.
You are still running and hiding.
No.
You've noticed.
You've creating a tactical retreat and ensuring that the rear exit is safe.
As you sort of make your tactical retreat, you sort of realise that there's something very wet within your trousers.
That's just mean.
You just drink too much. That's your problem.
So it turns out I can overcast Dart. I checked. I can cast it.
Okay. Yeah. So
you can overcast it, but the effect of overcasting is that you can hit more targets when there are more targets.
Yeah, but I mean, presumably I could target the same person twice. Do you know what I mean? If it's like I'm magicking so well that I can target again, I can just target again.
Don't know.
So make me an athletics roll. It seems to be the overwhelming decision from the viewers that you can, but it should be an athletics roll to see if you land it. Now, if you fail the athletics roll, I'm going to say that you're going to make a difficult attack. Yeah, so you'll get your -20. But yeah, go for it.
Believe.
Nice.
On a 31, this is going to be a challenge. Oh, okay.
Nice. So you can as charging, so you get an advantage.
Yes.
I
hit away.
Attempt
master.
to hit it with the axe of. Oh my god!
Oh.
Way to go, Carolyn. The Demon Slayer.
These dice like me.
But doesn't Carolyn wear like a black cloak? Because she just done that.
Oh, okay. That's going to sting, isn't
it?
18 damage.
Yeah, okay, so you jump down with your axe, and as you sort of, before you land even...
To the body.
You hit, and it sort of...
Landing
right
axe
next
first.
to its
That's
head.
basically what I was going with.
And you cut into its neck and into the body, and there is an impressive spray of blood that comes from the Skaven as it sort of falls to the floor, taking your axe with it as you sort of land.
Okay. I do have a sword as well, so I'm going to have my hand on that as I try and retrieve the axe in case anything else is coming. But I'm going to try and get that axe back. I like that axe.
Yeah, you get it back quite easily. There's no movement down here at all.
Okay, and then I'm going to try and get Hagen up and out of here.
Okay.
Really
I take it Gerhardt gives you a hand, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll leave you there for a minute, and we're going to go over to the Sigmarite temple.
How did that happen?
So you feel like you've had quite a nice night in the safety of the Sigmar blanket. It's been nice. You feel quite, I don't know, almost as though you've had a good flushing out, and the horrors that you've sort of witnessed over the past couple of days, you suddenly feel have like been lifted from you, and you almost feel like you're back at home again. It's Sunday and you're having a nice bit of boar on the table that the servants have served up, sort of thing. Yeah, it's good times again, and you sort of look towards the immediate future and the long-term future with you and your group mates, and you're happy. You are in a happy sort of space.
What sort of time of day is it now?
It's still quite late at night, so.
Okay, I'll probably head back to the tavern.
Okay. So you get back to the tavern and you see Mordek sort of coming down the road. And he sort of keeps looking over his shoulder as he's sort of trotting. It's something that you've never seen Mordek do, really. He sort of has this innate sort of swagger that he walks around with normally, but he's sort of doing a sort of dad jog of where he's sort of moving, but he's not really moving, and he keeps sort of looking over his shoulder, as though he's really nervous about something.
You're right, Mordek.
Okay.
Hey up. No, I don't be all right, lad. I don't be all right at all, manling. There be demons. Demons, I tell you.
Instinctively, the handle drops straight to the pistol.
Back at the
Where?
temple.
But I just came from there. It's fine.
No, the other one.
Oh, great. Is that where the others are?
I don't know, manling. I don't know the difference between all your human like deities.
Is that where the rest of us are?
It's whatever the one that Hagen likes.
Yes, Ulrich, we've established that. Is that where the rest of the party are?
Aye, manling.
And why are you here?
I ran away.
Kind of look of shock and a quirked eyebrow on the
To get you.
Let's respond to that. Ah, excellent. Well, let's get back then.
So quickly, we'll go towards where Ilmarin is on this balcony. Yeah, you've been up here now for a good hour or so.
Assyrian, guide me. Aisha, cleanse my soul. Kunaf, show me the hunter's path. And he's just praying to his gods and rocking on this. He just doesn't know what to do with his life at this moment in time. He's generally shattered, both mentally and physically. And yeah, he's not sure what to do. And he was kind of hoping his last-ditch effort was to meet up with his princess and get some advice from someone else of his own kind. And there's nobody here. And it's just he's all alone.
So as you're praying and sort of asking for aid and things, and there is light coming from within the room, although it's very dim light. It looks like that someone's forgot to put candles out and they're sort of burning quite shallow away now. And you sort of look through that and you can see the odd bits and bobs, and it looks like the lady's sort of bed chamber, maybe, where she would be. And you notice on the floor, almost as if someone's just put your head and moved it to the gap and sort of showed it you, as if almost you've had some sort of divine guidance. And you look to the floor and you see a piece of cloth, about like an armband, and on it is a black dagger.
The Everblade. Ah, I couldn't break in last time, so I can't break in this time, but I can see it.
Yeah.
So I think Ilmarin's starting to pep up, pull himself together, because it's almost like you said, the divine. He's been praying, and all of a sudden he's just got this vision, and it looks like does with the low glow. Does it look like there was any struggles inside? I'm using my elven sight to see. No. Okay.
As you sort of look in, there is sort of a pile of ladies' clothes. There's like a really, it looks like an impressive dress that's just sort of been dumped on the floor.
In other words, someone's leaving in a hurry.
Yes, maybe.
Oh, Ilmarin's mind is racing. Is she part of the Everblade? Has she been taken by the Everblade? Oh, this is very interesting. And he's looking around. He's still fairly shattered and fairly broken. But I think he's going to climb back down and head towards the tavern to regroup with his compatriots.
And as you get there, you notice that stood outside the tavern is your friend Johan and your friend Mordek. And for the first time in the past couple of days, again, you feel as though something is sort of watching over you, maybe, and you feel less grim than you normally do. Yeah, it's not perfect. You're in human lands that you're quite comfortable in, but you've sort of yearned to go back to the safety of the elven lands these last few days. But the sight of your friends sort of, fills you with a little bit of warmth. Not a great deal, but things are getting better. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah.
Hello there, friends.
So, Warren, the others. I thought you were with them. Are all at the Temple of Ulrich? Apparently, they're. And they were kind of saying a much more hushed tone, demons.
And that Warren's like, no more. No, what is wrong with your people? Why can't you just leave it alone? Why?
A little light of hope is flickering out again.
Warren's just like, oh God.
And as the dread starts to grip you again, something sort of kicks you out of it. Something smells just not right. There's something horrible smelling.
I can imagine.
That's probably me.
And I'm just like, Mordek, have you defecated on yourself?
It smells like fish and potatoes. Yeah. And you suddenly realise that the door is open to the tavern, and the waft of the fish and potato stew is wafting out there.
And do you know what? For a moment, Ilmarin realizes and goes, "Oh, it's the fish stew." And for a moment, it almost fills him with a little bit of joy. Like it's awful.
Yeah.
It's an awful smell. But it's
a safe smell. It's a safe smell. Yeah.
It's a smell of the party and the group. He's almost come to recognise
this
this.
Stew is not going to stab you in the soul.
Yeah, and he's come to realise that this smell of stew is as though all it'd be awful. It's always when we're together as a group and we're maybe not everything is quite so bad.
Yeah. The only other overwhelming smell around here is coming from Mordek, and that is the smell of a lot of alcohol. Yeah. That is obviously, even though you feel something damp, it hasn't.
You got so drunk your piss smells of alcohol.
yeah. Basically, it hasn't got past the shield of alcohol that you managed to gorge down your throat.
I'm not sure if it was an alcohol. It's more like paint stripper.
Absolutely.
It's alcohol, just not normally for drinking.
We should get to the others.
Oh no!
So you head back to the temple, and as you enter the temple, you see the blood everywhere from the earlier attack on the priest that was killed, and you go back into the room. Mordek seems a little bit not timid, but almost, he seems a little bit taken back. But he's a pit fighter. He's hard as nails, and you sort of pull yourself together in front of your two friends more. That you can't let it slip. You're the ogre slayer. You're the mighty Mordek. And
also he
you
can't show
grab
weakness in
yourself
front of
together.
the elf, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, even though you are quite fond of the elf, probably fonder than any of the other group.
A strong word.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's just say tolerant.
That's not what you were saying when you were drunk, Mordek.
Yeah, I'll just be looking around for the others. Pistol up.
You enter into the back room, and the sight that is met to you is Gerhard lifting by the under the arms Hagen out of a trap door in the floor. Hagen has an arrow sticking out of his shoulder, and he looks like he's been cut quite badly as well by some form of blade. And he's sort of pulled out as you get there, and Carolyn comes out after him, helping
Blood
Gerhard.
running down both sides of her face.
Yeah. On the floor is a pale-looking body that has been smashed up with two big broken claws that have literally again been smashed. And it doesn't, where its head should be is like a very thin layer of gore and skin and hammer marks and axe marks, and it's
Ilmarin immediately sets fire to it with an oil lamp.
I was gonna say, yeah, oil,
And
oil,
again,
lamp oil,
Ilmarin,
straight over it.
you notice that it looks Slaneshi of some form, and you notice that it's not disappeared. Its body is still here, something that you've never seen before or you've never heard of before.
It is.
You've not seen any demons, to be fair, before.
No, but I would have been where I probably had, as teachings as an elf, I've probably had teachings about the Anarian and the demon wars.
Yeah, I mean, they had a massive demon war in their history. That's probably something they know.
So we know of the demons and whatnot, but I'm still burning the crap out of that thing.
I was going to say, Johann's upending a flask of lamp oil over it.
How is everybody for time? Shall we just push ahead and finish the session, or do you want a quick drink and toilet break, and then we'll bring the session to a close?
Push ahead if we're gonna do it.
Okay. So everybody's happy, yeah? Okay.
Super late.
So Hagen does look in not a very good state.
Is there a medical thingy, Bobby?
Get him back to the tavern.
He needs more. He needs a sister. Doesn't he need a sister of Valhalla? What's your healing people?
I don't know where the temple is here. The best thing we can do is get him back to somewhere we can lie him down and get a physician.
Do I know where the temple is?
Oh, take him there.
Question. That was a question. Do I know where the temple is, Jim?
Yeah. I mean, it's your natural thing to explore anyway, and just to find out the lay of the city, and you almost have this innate ability of looking for an escape route every time you go somewhere.
It's not a bad instinct to have.
Yeah. So,
cool. Okay, I'll take him there then.
Okay.
We'll probably all carry him, won't we? It'd be like we'll probably break a pew or something, and then like put him on that and stretcher him.
Okay. So you get him in there, and you're met by a couple of female priests, or sort of abbesses even, and they sort of take him off you, sort of thing, and sort of they take him into a side room off the main building, and sort of like get him semi-undressed and get him into bed and start putting bandages around him to remove the arrow. I think, and they bandage him quite up. Hagen, put yourself on 2 wounds, please. But you are very weak at the moment.
Once I've dealt with the immediate things that need to be dealt with, I'm going to ask if someone could, if I could possibly have any bandages too, because.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Something I'd like to take the top of my head off.
Yeah. What it's done is it's left two quite impressive scars of even cut into your hairline. So there's I mean, you're guessing when it heals, you're going to have 2 sort of bold bits there. Obviously, your hair will cover it, but there's 2 lines, a line either side of your head that has got it's going to have quite a bit of scar damage to it.
So I imagine we're probably all standing outside the Temple to Valhalla, waiting to hear news on Hagen.
All having a cigarette outside.
Yeah, I've not filled in my.
It's Shalia. Sorry,
Shalia. I was going to say.
I'm thinking dwarf.
I was going to say. I'm thinking the dwarf female goddess.
Yeah,
so
Shalia.
I'd not filled in my character's distinguishing mark yet. I now have.
Now.
Yeah.
So I imagine we're probably all having a general chat, and everyone's like, "What happened? What is wrong with you humans and demons? Can you not stay away from them?"
It's the first time I've ever seen them.
Well, within the space of a week, we have been in the demon realm. We have been caressed by the demons, and now there's demons in this realm.
I haven't been caressed by them. I shot one.
And he shows the little black thing in our pinky. We've all got it, right?
Yeah, it felt better when I was in the Temple of Sigmar.
Yes, and for a brief moment before I got reminded of demons, I felt much better for praying to my gods for some guidance. Speaking of which, I ventured to the princess's house, and it's completely empty. All the elves have gone. But on the floor inside, there was a armband with the Ebon Blade symbol on it. I don't know if she's been taken by them or if she's a member of them.
While you're talking, you do kind of get the impression that Johann's only half paying attention because he keeps looking into the temple where they took Hagen.
Yeah.
Bless Ilmar, and he tries ever so hard. Yeah, he's got over his big.
Yeah, he's trying to
sort
get
of
back
fear.
to...
Yeah, you know.
Anybody?
Carolyn, you notice as you're sitting here waiting that you almost feel at home in these places now, as you do out on the streets, sort of, taking, risks and things, and like say, making a sort of map inside your mind of the escape routes, and impressive sort of valuable things that could be lifted along the way. But yeah, you almost feel again really comfortable here, and you notice, as you come out of that room and into the actual main sort of worship area of the Temple of Ulrich, you felt very, very at home, very comfortable. As if something was looking out for you almost.
I want to see what we can do about reconsecrating that place, but are there any of the guards around?
There are a few, guards. Yeah. There was a couple outside the Temple of Ulrich who sort of hung back. They sort of moved away from the door as Mordek left, and they looked and they could hear some screams and things, and they decided against going in and sort of hung back until it all stopped, and then they were going to sort of have a nervous sort of look in there.
I'm going to ask them to go and find the priest.
Which priest?
Magda.
Well, is he in the church still? The temple?
Nope.
Oh. I don't get what you mean.
If you could find him, it would be useful.
What? So you're saying that he's a missing person?
Something like that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we can certainly look into it, my lady.
Thank you. And pretty much that would probably be as she's heading off, carrying an unconscious knight covered in blood. Far too calm about being covered in blood.
So you stay here or around here, or if you want to go back to the town, that's up to you for the night. But yeah, in the morning, you sort of wake up. You feel very sore, Hagen. And
do we get a recovery roll thing for a night's rest?
Yeah.
Is there any chance of getting a bath?
Absolutely. There is a bathroom back at the tavern, or you could go to a local bathroom. There'll be one in the Dwarven district. So you could have a proper Dwarven bath, or you could just go for a normal one, or you could even go for a halfling bath.
I like the
Halfling
idea.
baths are supposed to be very nice. Yeah.
You know what? I'll go for go to the Dwarven area and go and get a bath and take the chance to kind of clean my armor as well. And
Imara, not knowing where you're going, offers to come with you.
Mordek, not telling him where he's going, says yes.
Imara goes with him.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Johann will be probably spending the night in like the waiting area of the Temple of Shalia.
Yeah, probably same for Carolyn. She's not asking.
Yeah.
She's not asking for any kind of special anything particularly much. Can I possibly have a bandage to deal with this bleeding?
Yeah.
So what is the roll for recovering stuff?
Plus
You
20
can just press the button,
endurance.
can't you?
Plus 20.
Yeah, there's
endurance roll.
There's a little button on rest and recovery. There's a little button that does it for you.
And recovery.
So next to wounds. There you go.
Next to wounds. So there is.
A little
It's
picture of a person in
that,
bed.
and I've still got advantage. Let me go and get rid of that before I make the roll.
And I'm actually going to use the one reroll that I have from chat to reroll that. Because
Oh man!
You want to actually heal?
I'd like to actually heal.
Oh my!
Better.
Could
What on earth
you,
did it do there?
Hagen? Could you
That's
make
not
me
what,
two?
What did it even do? That just made a basic combat roll for me instead of a
Yeah, you need a
rest and
Endure-
recovery roll.
rest and recovery.
I don't know what happened there. Ugh.
Hagen, could you make me
Oh,
two
I still get
easily endurance rolls, please? So you get plus 40.
I was sort of afraid that was coming. Bloody Skaven. All right. Okay, one was a success with +3. Do it again. Yeah.
I'm now mentioning this. Even your, even your white blood cells have little hammers. They're just running around.
Die, Venom, die!
Ulrich left you for the space of 30 seconds this evening, and during that time, that dirty Skaven did take advantage a little bit, but he's back with you. Yeah, Ulrich's strength. Yeah. So yeah, your wounds. The priestesses are very confident that your wounds have been cleaned and are nice and fresh, and you've definitely not got no festering wounds or anything.
Thank goodness. Or thank Ulrich, I should say.
Okay. So we shall leave it there for this week. Okay. I apologise to Roger and Dan for not being quite as involved as the others here, and also other Dan as well, because he had to make an exit quite soon. But yeah, you seem to be all in, even though Hagen's been wounded, you seem to have a little bit of focus now, and this small victory tonight. And when you looked in the hole where Hagen come from, you did see a lot of it must have been some almighty battle down there between Hagen and Carolyn. Must have been down there fighting the forces of evil, sort of thing. The fact that they both climbed out there alive at the end, is a testament to how strong they both are. But Gerhard, you know the truth, and that was that Hagen was down there while you fought this thing, and while Carolyn sort of jumped up and down on the body of the demon and hammered 10 layers of shit onto him afterwards. He was down there all the time on his own.
That was a beautiful fight.
Humans with sharp things. Crazy.
That was yeah,
absolutely.
Both top and bottom.
So yeah,
was brutal.
Better combat there for everybody. So for tonight's session, I'm gonna give everybody 100 experience points.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I know that Roger and Dan weren't involved in the combat, but I think as a group you deserve that.
That's for patience.
Absolutely.
Patience experience.
I'm pretty sure I've got.
And it is at the end of episode 10 as well, so
Nice.
we have reached a sort of
round number.
a milestone.
I think
so,
Carolyn has established which way she's going.
Okay.
See, I think I've known for a little bit longer than she has, but she is now.
What do you think? Korn, Slaneshi, Zinch?
Nurgle.
Nurgle, yeah, Nurgle. Horned Rat, yeah.
No.
Even worse,
Okay.
We'll see how
Bretonian.
the corruption points go.
Walk and gawk. Gawk and walk.
So I hope everybody
let's
enjoyed
see.
watching tonight, as we had a. It's been a very rare session, I suppose, so far. There's plenty of combat tonight. I think the group did themselves well. Hagen certainly did himself well down there on his own, the one-man army that he is.
That one.
Terrifying.
That was
Yeah, so we look forward to joining you. Well, you join us again next week, as the party decides what it's going to do and how it's going to get the lady away from Ubersreik.
Oh yeah, that's the thing we're doing.
Yeah.
We got a bit distracted by brutalising a Slanesh demon.
Yeah.
We've seen some
So-
shit recently.
yeah, we have.
Just
There
a
was a
big
demon,
thank
it
you
needed
for
killing.
everybody for turning up and watching and keeping interested in that. I have to say we're all really pleased with how things are going. So thank you very much, and we all hope to see you next week. Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to join us and many more great people on the Discord channel as well. So if you've not a member there already, come across and join us, and you'll be welcomed with a hearty hurrah. Okay, so okay,
ya.
thank you very much, everybody. Yeah,
See ya.
bye.
Good night.
No.
Bye.